Hello everybody, welcome back to this week's live on the Third Eye Chakra. I didn't nearly forget, I promise. Just gonna wait to see who joins. Hello Kira, welcome. Hello, hi Melanie. Hi Becky. Hi Kelly. So lovely to have you here. And I hope everybody's getting ready for Christmas. Oh my God, what a panic shopping buy. So, hello Kira. So it's lovely to have you here. How are you doing? I'm so tired. I don't know if it's the energies or what, but I am absolutely exhausted. How's everybody else feeling and coping and managing? Just write one word that sums up how you're feeling. Becky, your prezzies are all done and wrapped. No. Kira says extremely tired. Hi Dee. Hi Cookie. Feeling the same. Yeah, so tired. It's crazy. So falling asleep at 7:30. Yeah. So it's, if you can hear chomping in the background, it's Daisy. She's got a big bone. Dee says she's feeling good. So I think it's a new moon tonight, or today in Gemini, which is in my kind of 12th house. So when it's in the 12th house, it's a very introspective experience. It's not necessarily outwardly. It can also mean that I want to kind of just slow down as well. So there's a lot of, I think Mars may be in retrograde as well in Leo, potentially, or is it in Cancer? Oh, I don't know. I can't remember. I'd have to look. But the retrogrades, especially with the Mars, can just mean the energy can dip a little bit. Hi Chloe. Hi Sarah. So lovely to have you tonight. I really appreciate your time. So this is our second to last one. Next week is going to be on the crown. So this week, it's all about the third eye. So it's like the inner vision, inner sight. And I'm sure a lot of you know about the third eye and what the third eye means. But it's the sixth chakra, and it's said to be, the all-seeing eye. And what it gives us is, along with the crown chakra, these two chakras will work together. It gives you your inner vision, your inner sight. And I know some people are not visual, so they'll get an inner knowing. So we have different ways of being kind of clairsentient, clairaudient, and just have this deep knowing or feeling, or some people get a smell. So we have different ways that we can sense what we feel is going on, spirit, energy changes, intuition. And we talked about the heart being the really big kind of magnetic field, which allows us to influence other people's energy and also get influenced by other people's energy. It's where we can bring our healing energy out through the heart as well. And the third eye, the all-seeing eye, is really interesting because that's when we go into meditation and we close our eyes, and we do. Most people, there are a percentage of people who can't visualize, but a lot of the time we do see, we have this inner vision, or we'll have this inner voice, and this is really related to the third eye chakra. And there's something by Stephen Porges' polyvagal theory that says about neuroception, and not neuroception is different to what we perceive. So perception, if you like, it's below the surface of the conscious mind. So they do say that potentially people who have experienced levels of trauma have a heightened sense of neuroception because their nervous system is kind of wider than the average range. So the neuroception is your nervous system subconsciously, without you ordering it to, scanning the environment for danger, for safety, for any threats. And that's really doing its work in every situation that you go into. So when you walk into a room, when you walk anywhere, into a room, down a street, your neuroception is working for you. It's scanning the environment. And people who have obviously been through trauma have normally learned to really become adept at changes in environment. So subtle changes, but they can scan it and they can sense it. And it really does make somebody quite sensitive to other people. So, you know, when you say about like, you know, you're picking up on other people's energies or things like that, it can potentially be your level of neuroception and how you've learned to attune it growing up, potentially living through some kind of survival or threat experience or environment. And that can just be parents arguing. It doesn't have to be, you know, this cataclysmic war going on. It can be like parents arguing. It can be an abusive parent. You're sensing the environment for when it's going to happen, the subtle changes in mood, the changes in the footsteps, the changes in the tone of voice, the way, if you can potentially like hear what's going on, how they are putting a cup down, how they're shutting a door, how that, you know, all of those subtleties. When a person is using that level of their nervous system, they are scanning and picking up. So a lot of people go into the healing arts or the psychic mediumship and things like that, intuition, is because they've actually been training themselves to really use that for a long time. Does that make sense? Does that resonate with anybody? Do you feel that you have a level of intuition yourself? Becky says, absolutely resonates. Yeah. Hannah says, 1000%, yes, I can relate. Kira says, yes. Yeah. So I think this potentially is where people become a little bit uncertain about what it is that they're sensing or feeling or intuiting. Hi, Heather. So the Witch of Suffolk, I love that. I'd never thought of how the mediumship I do comes from the trauma. Yeah, totally resonates. Yeah. And sometimes people can potentially, you know, we feel it, and we, you know, I understand it when we're going through like that spiritual training. You can really doubt yourself and you don't want to speak out about what you're feeling or what you've seen in your mind's eye, or you don't really want to verbalize your intuitive hits for fear of getting it wrong. And people do doubt. They think, is it the conscious mind that are showing me these things, that are giving me these hits? Or is it really the level of openness I have, being able to pick up on people's energy and being able to get visions? So it is setting an intention to do that and being brave enough to speak out about what you are feeling. It's super, super important. Are any of you here kind of have been through or are going through psychic development training or anything like that? Because if you're not, you should. It's really cool. Heather, do you do that for people? Do you give them psychic development or mediumship training? Dee says yes, she is, and it's fab. Yes. Becky says, sounds cool. I'd love to. I think it'd be really, really good for you, Becky. And Heather, the Witch of Suffolk, says, I have been through, and that is now what I teach. So there you go. Everybody can hit the Witch of Suffolk up. And Kira says, since 2007, author find key. Heather says, yes, absolutely teaching people. The Hannah Louise says, no man, but definitely something I'd be open to. I think would be super beneficial. Arthur's Findlay. Yes, I get you now, the school. Yeah. Becky says, teach me. I think it's really good to bring out your confidence, to learn to listen to yourself. It's fine, Kira, got it. To listen to yourself. Richard Knight, I'd known Richard Knight. He does brilliant. He is very good. And Heather, the Witch of Suffolk, who I know, she's trained with me, said she would love to help, so you can hit her up as well. So going on that journey and going on that path is really, really beneficial. Even training in Reiki and being able to verbalize what you're picking up, if that's, you know, what you like to do. But being able to tune in and overcoming the fear of getting it wrong is so confidence building for you. It builds your self-esteem. It helps you get over barriers. It helps you really become super confident in getting to know your own gifts. Because if you only ever going to keep them to yourself, you're never ever going to find out if what you're feeling and intuiting or seeing or sensing, hearing, smelling is really a kind of energetic download or imprint that you're receiving about somebody else. It's the only way to find out what your gifts actually are. So it does take a level of confidence to be able to finally get there. It did with me, but it's amazing once you start to do it. You should do it. Kira says she's trained in Reiki and angelic healing, and yes, Richard Knight, good for tarot, 100%. So I thought tonight, like, maybe we'll do a little bit of that. I haven't done it for ages. So yeah, maybe I could just pull the cards, use my own intuition, do whatever, and just see if have a bit of fun. What do we think? Sounds good. Okay. So you're just going to have to just keep posting here so I can see. So if you want a reading, I don't know the best way to do it really. I haven't done this for ages, so I need to kind of get over myself as well. If you have a particular issue or a challenge or a block or just something you want the cards to tell you, then let me know. Otherwise, if you just want a reading, random, I will just try and tune in and not go for your specific issue, if you know what I mean. So if you've got a specific issue, post it or just say general. Okay, so I'm going to go with D because I saw hers first. Money and health. Okay, so what it feels like, D, is money is the biggest thing on your mind right now. Not necessarily the health. It's more of a money thing. And I feel almost like there's some kind of, not inheritance or pot of money, but I feel like there's something that you're thinking about that potentially belongs to you that you're waiting for. Does that make any sense to you? it's like, you know that you should be getting some money from somewhere, and it's like it's right there. Ill health, retirement, right? Okay, so it's literally right there. It's like you're waiting to pull the jackpot, thingamajiggy, and it just lands. It's gonna land, so the money's there. The money is there. It's like, it's right there. The money's right there, Dee. So is there a problem around it? Because I don't think that there is. It's like literally right there. It's taking so long to come. Okay, let's have a look at that. Either it's like constantly on your mind, because I just feel it's like right here next to your head, or it's just about to land. Let's have a look. Let's see what the cards are saying. So, when's this money coming? Okay. Yeah, so you've got the Five of Pentacles, the Eight of Swords, and the Ace of Wands. So yeah, the Five of Pentacles, as you've been feeling like, poor, when is this money coming? The Ace of Swords, you felt like not in control of it, really, like you're a little bit trapped by it. The Ace of Wands, though, really is, it's coming, and I feel it's coming soon. You know, the Ace of Wands is about fire and inspiration. It's a new beginning as well. So have they given you any time frame? No. I feel it's coming. That's all I can say. I feel it's like really, really close. Let's pull an angel card on it. No time frame. Whoa. That's so unfair. Thank you so much. What do the angel cards have to say? Gold. So the angel cards say let go. So if this is physically what's been going on, where this is just, you've just felt like there's this constant reminder of this money, do you think, when you think about it, do you feel it like it's like just there in your head? And then if that's how you've been feeling, and maybe it's quite thingy, you know, on the head, the angel cards are saying let it go. Because holding on to the anger and the fear and the worry and the anxiety, it's on its way. It's just unfortunate. So yeah, so stop, let go, stop worrying, just let it come when it comes, relax. Yeah, easier said than done, I know that, but that is the message from the angel cards, so I hope it helps. Have you been feeling it there in the head? I just feel that's representing something, maybe how you've been feeling about it, or that's just really very close. Okay, so who would like to go next? You're just gonna have to keep, oh yeah, it's been constant. Yeah, that's not fun. Well, look, I'm gonna send you some really like positive wishes, and to say to tell the solicitors to move the arse, or whoever's got it. It's on its way. It's on its way. It might be the beginning of the, I don't know, but it's on its way. Okay, so Sarah says, family for me, please. My pleasure. Sarah, when I tune into you, I feel like there's potentially might not be a baby anymore. It might be one of your, if you have any children, it's either a young person, a young baby, or a baby that's grown up now. But I feel like do you have children? Because I feel like it feels like a child of yours, or someone you feel you have that energy with. Let's see what the cards say about it. So it's your child, so you would consider your baby. But is this baby an adult now or bigger? Teens, okay. There's something around money with it. You've got the Five of Pentacles, which again, it's like something around money, but then you've got the Ace of Pentacles. So it's a new beginning where money is concerned. And Ten of Pentacles. They're not bad cards, really. Five of Pentacles, Eight of Pentacles. I don't know, but are you looking to like move away or separate or not be around so much for this teen, and you feel like you've got to create something for them? These are not bad cards, if I'm honest with you. The Five of Pentacles, the Ace of Pentacles, and the Ten of Pentacles, they're not representing any real issues. If this is all about money, what you've created or what you need to create, it's potentially come from a place of slight loss, having to maybe rebuild something, but it's kind of there. But I don't know if I get a sense of you kind of not being around for this teenager so much anymore, and there's a little bit of worry about it. You might have to tell me a little bit more. Okay, so money's being shared finally from the divorce next month. Okay. And she has left home under bad circumstances. So are you wanting to try and provide for her and make her living arrangements better or something? Hang on, just let me tune into it a little bit. Maybe tell me what it is that you actually want to know. But I feel that you really want to, you're worried about her environment and you want to make it better for her. It's like there is a separation. You want to repair your relationship. Well, I think that is possible with the Ten of Pentacles. You know, the Ten of Pentacles is like the family. Everything is being provided for. There are no worries here. There's been loss, there's been financial loss, but then there's been like a rebirth of it, and then there's a lovely, lovely union coming together. So I believe that this is possible. Let's see what the angel cards have to say. What would you say? Okay. Okay, you're gonna have to bear with me on this because I don't like saying things that can really force or influence a big decision. Sarah says, it sounds like we went through financial hardship for a couple of years, but you're coming out the other side. And I don't know, have you kind of got a family and she's slightly on the outside because of the rift? It feels that way a little bit, but you still want to take care of her and you worry about her environment and you want to kind of provide for it. Yeah. So, okay. Now, the potentially is still an issue with your daughter that's going to take a bit of work, because when I said about what does Sarah need to know about this, I did get a no card about, what does she need to know about this. It was a no, but then I asked for more direction, and it's communicate clearly. So I would, if there's anything you want to get from this reading, it's to know that obviously everything's going to be fine with the money, all of that. The daughter situation is going to take a little bit more time. This card is then showing you, okay, where you are, this is going to be good for you. Where you and your daughter are, there's more work that needs to be done. Sarah says, yes, there was a massive block on communication. So more work needs to be done. Now, whether she's ready, you're ready, just go with what feels right to you. But that's what the cards say. So, I'm sorry I couldn't be a bit more joyful. Okay, who would like to go next? Oh, Sarah says, thanks, that's what I feel too. So, the Hannah Louise, so general reading, please. So when I tune into you, the Hannah Louise, I get a potential block in your tummy, and I don't know if you experience tummy pains or you have tummy issues like cramping, anything like that, but it feels like you're a really happy person, and the vision I get of you is like skipping through life. You're kind of jumping through life, but you get stopped. It's like something stops you in your stride, in your flow, in your joyfulness, and I feel like it's physical. I mean, it might not be physical. Oh, you've been experiencing cramping in your tummy for 2 or 3 days now. I think your vision is so spot on so far, besides the physical part. Oh, that's amazing. Okay, so you've been experiencing cramping in your tummy for like 2 to 3 days. So, are you worried about it? Like, I'm pretty active, although I do struggle with insecurities. Do you think the tummy cramping is related to the insecurity? Because I'm seeing both. Like, I'm seeing the kind of cramping and the insecurities are kind of related, but it's physical as well as emotional. And it also almost feels like that's what you feel life is got in store for you always, if you know what I mean. It's like you want to do so much. I can't find the right words, but it's like your potential is so great and so high, and you know it, but you always get this like stopping. It's like you stop in midair. It's like a show pony. You know when they ride the ponies and they jump over the things? It's like a show pony. It's like seeing you like a show pony, but I'm not seeing you as a show pony. I'm seeing you as a person. It's the only way I could describe it. And when the show pony jumps, it like gets cramps midway, and then it gets stopped. And I kind of like feel that and see that really, and it's almost like potentially you've got used to it, kind of feeling, or you're saying to yourself, this is all life. So she says what you're describing happens quite often, and it's almost like you say, that's what life's got in store for me. It's almost like you feel like life's always going to do that to you. Have you ever thought about going for energy healing? Just see if I can tune into it a little bit more. Okay, so I'm not going to, out of respect, delve too deep into it, but what I do feel, and I could be wrong, is that this happened when you were a child. It was an experience that happened, when you were a teenager potentially. It felt slightly personal. And it's more like of a personal, I don't know if shame is the right word, but I feel like it's stemming from a potential experience that you had as a young person, maybe just slightly before preteens, that you took an impact, not a physical impact necessarily, but a big emotional impact in like the sacral area below the navel and the solar plexus as well. And it's potentially, if it wasn't a physical experience, it was an emotional and mental one, where there was a lot of internalization of potentially shame, criticism, judgment, being laughed at, humiliated, that really took a hit to that area, which isn't necessarily where you're experiencing it now, because it's more the tummy area. But it's this insecurity, it's this mind-body connection where you always stop yourself and be held back from showing your true self. I don't know if that resonates with you. So Hannah says she's thought about it, been gravitated towards energy healing on myself. Absolutely, you should do, though. But I am not as experienced as it. It's okay. Just go to an energy healer, and if you want to go down that path, you'll end up training in it. You have quite the path, so I feel as if your reading is spot on. Yeah. So maybe think about where it stemmed from. Yeah. Let's just see what the angels have to say. So So we have another let go. Easier said than done. But I do potentially feel it's an experience where that energy part has been slightly ruptured, and anytime there's a feeling of being, you know, going for it, there's this holding back, but maybe there's healing that needs to be done, and there's working through the issues or the experiences of the past that needs to happen. Yeah, so I don't really know what else to say about that, but I hope that's helped. Oh. Anna says, thank you very much, I love it. We have some healers called quantum holographic echo healers. It's a really amazing system. I think we're going to be doing training in March, but you can have a healing session with one of our healers. So if you want to do that, just send me a DM and we can sort that. Oh, Maureen Gilder, sorry, I can't speak, is a quantum holographic echo healer. So she can do a reading on you, and she's here. Maureen is amazing at QHEH. So, would anybody like another reading? So one of the reasons I've decided to do this tonight, yes, it is on my site, yes, but the dates are going to be in March. But if you want to try it, Maureen's here, so message her. So Heather, general please, but mainly business. Okay. Okay, so you said business opportunity. So somebody's presented you with a business opportunity. Is that right, Heather? And you're just thinking it's a bit too good to be true. I feel like there is a lot of like excitement around your business. And if it is an opportunity, it's like a collaboration potentially. There's a lot of excitement around it. I don't get any bad vibes from it. But is that what it is, Heather? Into a big premise. Okay. Is this with somebody else? I don't particularly feel like you're doing this on your own, but I might be wrong. Sort of. Is there a man? Does the shop belong to a man? The bigger shop that you're moving into, potentially. Okay. I don't feel any bad, like any negative around it. I feel like you're really excited the landlord's a man. And does he get involved at all? Does he ever pop in? I feel like you've got a potentially good relationship with him. Or there's a man that comes in, and I don't know if he feels like quite fatherly to you, but there's a really like loving male energy there. And I just feel like there's loads of excitement around it. You're really excited about it. But I can hear your voice, you know, and I get that. The voice going, oh, should I do it? Is it, you know, is it too much? Let me just look at the new premises. I don't think it's too much. Did you get on with him? What did you feel about his presence? This is the most important thing, I think. What did you feel about the landlord's presence when you met him for the first time today? Did you feel connected to him in any way? Like, I really feel a strong connection. I don't know why. He was lovely. The building is lovely, and it all feels right. I have a weird feeling around you and this landlord. Not in any way that way, but like there's some old soulmate connection going on, or I mean past life. Yeah, I see. She says, I did feel like I knew him in another lifetime. 100%. There is a deep connection with this guy. And I can just see you laughing with him, like, and I really feel like he wants to help you, and I feel like he'll be there quite a lot. I don't know if he has a white beard or anything like that. I just feel like he's got this like really fatherly like presence, and you feel safe, and there's like, yeah, like a past life connection. And I feel like because it's his shop, it will be okay. As it says, we did laugh today a lot. Yeah, I can just see your face. Is he taller than you? Or just about, he's either a bit taller than you or your height, slightly taller than you. He said Heather says he was very fatherly. I can just see you both laughing, and like really closely laughing, and you looking up at him and him looking down at you a bit, and there's just this spark. He was your height, and there's just this energy between you, and I honestly don't get any bad vibes. So the Magician fell out, which is like, you know, making shit happen. And then you've got the Eight of Wands, the World, and the King of Cups. So these are all like really positive cards. So the Eight of Wands, things moving quickly. The World, everything coming together. And the King of Cups, like this, you know, he might be the King of Cups. I really feel that if, you know, T's are checked, the I's are checked, you know, dot the I's, or whatever, dot the I's, cross the T's. If all that's in place, then I feel that this is a good move. And there's something around that landlord that makes it so. That there's a safety and a comfort around it. Yeah. So good luck. Shall I pull an angel card? Just to... No need to worry. No need to worry. Oh my goodness, Kelly. Right. Okay. Direction on my love life, please. Okay. So, Kelly, when I tune into that, I feel like you're not really... It's not really... I wouldn't say it's not really that important, because it obviously is, you've asked the question, but it's not at the front priority of your mind. It's there, and there's a bit of sadness around it. And you feel it when you think about it, you feel the sadness, but it's not there, if you know what I mean. It's not like you're on a mission to... It's not a priority. There's a bit of sadness there when you think about it and you tune in, and you might get a wave in your belly that makes you feel sad. Kelly says not main priority, no. And yes, there is some sadness. So there's a wave of sadness when you think about it, and maybe think about what's happened or lost, or what you haven't got, what you'd like, or what you did have and you don't have now. But to be honest with you, I actually feel like the sadness is because of what it's just what you're telling yourself about it. It's like, if you just change the narrative, you wouldn't have that sadness anymore. And actually, if you did change the narrative, your whole presence and demeanor and persona around a relationship would completely lighten up. And I think it'd actually feel more sexy, and you'd open up more, rather than... It's almost like... It's almost like it's just something you say to yourself now, and it keeps that energy in place, but it's not real, and you don't really 100% believe it anyway. So it'd be easy for you to change. Kelly says, I've been working on that. This is easy for you to change. It's just something that you've got used to doing. That's all. Let's see what the cards say. This thing that you're telling yourself, and this sadness that you're feeling, it's keeping you trapped in a version of yourself that you don't find that attractive anymore. And you know it's not going to get you the relationship you want. So this is a bit of a false security thing that you've got going on. If you change the narrative and put that on replay, your whole body will change, your whole energy will change, you will feel sexy, you will look sexy. I don't know why sexy's coming to me, but I feel like that's maybe what you feel like you're lacking. You know, that sexy vibe when you walk in somewhere, that confident woman. That will happen when you change the narrative. Kelly says, no, I don't. And you're spot on. So let's see what the cards say. So Two of Swords, it's like indecision. So that could be the mental stuff going on. Don't know what to think, which one to think, what choice to make. And then you've got the Queen of Swords. So this is where you can now, right, sit in your throne, be the queen, and take action on your thoughts, control your thoughts. And then you've got the Two of Cups. So the Two of Cups is then bring in some kind of joy into it. But the Two of Cups can actually mean, looking at this card, that you might have like options then. So you might have like two different options, feeling like, well, it could just bring opportunities into your life. Let's see what the angel cards have to say. Options are good. Actually, they threw me off that. This card, the pictures are a bit odd on it. The Two of Cups is the lovers is the lovers card in another deck. Probably take me ages now to find it in another deck. That sounds a little bit like, what? The two of Cups are two soulmates. Here. That's normally what the Two of Cups represents. But that card's just weird. But that card is for me is like options. But normally this is how I see the Two of Cups. This is simple for you to fix because it's you who's keeping it in place. So let's see what the angel cards have to say. So you've got meditation brings answers. Okay. Okay, I'm going to do one more because I'm getting a bit of a headache now. Oh my god, it clicked. Oh. So the reason I decided to do this tonight was I had a reading the other day, last week, can't remember. My pleasure, Kelly. And the lady said to me that I need to start bringing out my spiritual gifts more because I kind of like become so busy with the mental stuff that goes on in the business, you know, the day-to-day, everything is about the mind really, because you're making decisions and, you know, all of this, that and the other. And, you know, she was like, you know, you've got the gift and you're not, you need to use it more. That's where that's where my calling is really, and I do love it. But I haven't done it for so long because I've just been so busy. And then I just thought tonight, you know what, it's all about the third eye. Why don't I just do it? And I haven't done it for ages, but it's something that I absolutely love to do. So I'll do, if I can, I'll do one more. Thank you, Heather. She says you definitely have, and I miss your intuitive self. I know, I used to do it all the time, didn't I? I will get back into it. Hannah says, can I have a reading, please? Yes. So when I tune into your energy, Hannah, is it Hannah? Yeah, Hannah. I feel like you do a lot of work on yourself, and you know everything, you know the right thing to do, you have done all the books, you've done all, you know, all of that work, yet a lot of it is mental. It's a lot of it is knowledge, and the fear, there seems to be a bit of fear in the body still, and I don't know if it's perfectionism fear. But I feel like you feel slightly vulnerable at times and choose to really put a barrier up to protect yourself. Does that make any sense? Hannah says, yes, I do have a lot of fear. So, so even me, when you knew I was maybe going to read you, did you put a barrier up a little bit? Oh, she says, yes, it makes sense. I don't know how to overcome the fear. It's taking over. Okay, that's fine. I can go into it a little bit. So I don't know if you're saying yes to the question I just asked. So when you knew that I was maybe gonna read you, do you notice the ways? No, she said, no, I closed my eyes and tried to connect with you. Okay. Do you notice the ways where you shut down a bit? Like, it's starting to become aware of your body cues. So there's something called body armoring, where we have had experience, we've had trauma, and our body takes on a shape, or it does a certain thing, or we just have these senses where we know, okay, it's happening, it's shutting down, or I've gone into defensive mode, or I've gone into invisible girl mode, or whatever. Do you get a sense of knowing when you are switching to that kind of disassociation? Yes, she says, I notice how I shut down. I've become very introverted. Okay. So, you know, potentially it could be that. Did you grow up with a perfectionism parent? In a controlled environment, yeah. So that's obviously where it's come from. So have you had therapy, or are you in therapy? You know, something along the lines of getting that help in an environment that feels safe. And it's like everything is mental, intellectual, you know all the stuff, but it's allowing the body to feel it. She's had plenty of therapy. Okay, it's allowing the body to feel and be and experience. Have you done like creative expression? She'll start therapy again. Have you done like creative dance or ecstatic dance or that kind of thing that frees the body? It's amazing. I hated anything like that, but it's probably been such a game changer to eventually feel like I can just free the body through a bit of movement, a bit of breathing or singing or anything that just breaks you out of your shell. Ecstatic dance, yeah. Okay, so it almost feels like you feel not cut off from your body, but cut off from your body a little bit. It does feel amazing afterwards because everything is so intellectualized. And I mean, I don't know, but would it, do you ever like take the time just to look at your body, just observe it, even just, you know, be naked basically, and just look at all different parts of your body, you know, and just taking the time to really get to know who you are, who this body is, this skin, you know, these lumps, these bumps, these hairs, and just really kind of giving it a bit of a caressing and, you know, a loving touch is what it needs. It needs to be brought back to life by you, by your loving embrace, feeling, having sensations. What does that feel like to do that? You know, and really just bringing mindfulness into the body and really connecting with it. And that can just be done by a daily practice, a minute, building up to 5 minutes. Does that make sense? That's just what I'm picking up might help. So we've got the Hanged Man. So the Hanged Man is about, Hannah says, yes, I can do that. Yeah. Seeing things differently. It also means taking a break as well, but can mean seeing things differently, taking a break, seeing life from a different perspective. She says, but the fear is holding me back in life. Yes, well, it will. Your nervous system will hold you back until it's been soothed. So just gently being with your body, like literally in the mirror, being like, just really feeling it, being mindful of every sensation. It's the sensations that need to come alive. Soothing the nervous system. I am here in this body. It's safe. Do you know what I mean? Just really bringing the soothing back into the nervous system, because that's where the fear lives, and that will hold anyone back. So, and because there seems to be, so everything's just so intellectualized, and then there's a disconnect from the physical and the sensations, and that, but that's where the fear is, in the nervous system. Then the nervous system needs to be soothed by you. Mindfulness, strokes to the body, loving the body, taking time to get to know the body, noticing every sensation, every thought, you know, everything in the body, but with a loving touch. And then you've got the Chariot, which can represent the body because it's ruled by Cancer. Cancer's shell can also mean the mother as well, but I feel like it means the body here. And then you've got the Nine of Wands, and let me just see what the Nine of Wands, yeah, The Nine of Wands is about courage, persistence, and a test of faith. So this is really, you're a Cancer. So this is about, the Chariot can also be around consciousness as well. The different sides of our conscious mind, or right and our left brain, or light and dark. It's about you driving and moving it forward, you know, you being in control of your thoughts, your consciousness, your right and left brain. And this is like a test of faith, you know, the persistence to cross the stormy waters to get to the other side, you know. You can do this, but I would suggest therapy, and maybe just try what I've suggested. I don't know, and just see if it helps. But you can do this. And the angel card says within the next few months. So keep trying that with the body, okay? This is your body. Bring some loving attention to it so the nervous system feels safe. Okay, lovelies. So I hope you've enjoyed tonight. Next week we've got the crown chakra, so maybe we'll do, would you like me to do more readings? Hannah says thank you, very meaningful. My pleasure, good luck, and you know, keep in touch, let me know how it goes. If you would like me to do more of this for the crown chakra, then we can, or we can just talk about the crown chakra and I can ask questions. Thank you, Sarah. Maureen, lovely to see you tonight. I am going straight to bed. Thank you, Heather. Good luck with everything. Let me know how it goes. Bye, everyone. Take care. Bye.